Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome back to Geeks for Geeks practice. Please give me a +1 in the chat if my voice is clearly audible to everyone and everything is working fine. Then I will share my screen to discuss the problem of the day further. Okay, guys. So, hi Madbar Joshi. Okay, and hi to everyone else as well. So, let me quickly share my screen, then we can get started with this problem. Hi Chetan as well. So, yeah, let's quickly see what we can discuss in this particular problem. All of you can hit the like button and let me see if the YouTube audio is working fine or not. I hope that it is working fine for all of us. Can hit the like button and let me see. Okay, so everything is working fine and then we can get started. So now let's quickly discuss this problem, that is remove the balls. I think this problem can be asked in some companies also in some indirect way. So basically what does this problem tell us? So this problem basically says that imagine that you have an array of n length, okay, containing balls, and like you have been given two arrays. So every ball, like what happens is, like there are n balls given, okay, every ball has a color, okay, every ball has a color, and you can say that every ball has a radius also, right? That is, you can say, kind of size of it. Okay, so you can say that every ball has a color and a radius. Now what does the problem say further? It says that given these two arrays representing the color of ith ball, while the radius represents the radius of the ith ball, if two consecutive means what? Two adjacent. If it happens that two adjacent, if two adjacent, right, if two adjacent balls, right, if you will read this line, if two consecutive, or you can say adjacent balls, have the same color and size, okay, so if they have the same color, okay, if they have the same color and size, right, then what you have to do is you have to remove both of them from this array, and in the end you need to tell that, okay, what is the final number that you are having after removing all the consecutive balls that have the same size and the color. What is the final number of balls that is there? So let us say that we have this particular thing. Let's say we have something like color, okay, and color array looks like 2 2, and then we have 5, okay, and we have the radius array also, and the radius array looks like this. It looks like 3 and then 3 and then 4, okay. So can I say this, that guys, can I say this, that if I will look for, like if I look clearly, so like you can see that if this is one ball, okay, like this is the radius of the ball and this is the color of the ball, and this is the radius of the ball and this is the color of the ball. So can I say that these two balls are having the same color? Please write yes in the chat. These two adjacent balls are having the same color and the radius, right? Consecutive, right? Can I say this? Please write yes in the chat. So I have to remove both of them, okay, I have to remove both of them. So in that case what will actually happen? Yes, they are having same. So in that case I have to remove both of them, and in this case what will happen? Only one ball is left, okay, only one ball is left with its radius and color. So you can write 1 in the chat. So you can see here that the final output is coming out to be 1, because you can see that only one ball is left here in the final output part, right? I hope that this point makes a lot of sense for everyone. Only one ball is left. Now in the other test case that we are having, yeah, let's discuss the other test case that is more better than this one. So let us say that if I have the color array, okay, so let's say if I have the color array where I'm having the color as, let's say, 1, then I'm having 3, then I'm having 3, and then I'm having 1, okay, and then what I have is I have the radius also, that is, you can see the size, and it is something like this, okay. Let's say it is it is something like 2, then I have 5, okay, then I have 5. Let me use a different color. Let's say, okay, let's use this color only. So I have 2, then I have 5, then I have 5, and then I have let's say 2 again, okay. So in this case, if you will observe one thing, right, so can I say one thing, right, if you will observe, so like are the, like if you see these two balls, the very first two balls, right, are they having the same color? Please write no in the chat. Are the first two balls having the same color? No, sorry, first two balls are not having the same color. As, like, see, this is the first ball, okay, this is the first ball, and 3 comma 5 is the second ball. color and the radius of the second ball. Are they having the same color and radius? No, definitely not. Both of them should be same, and they are not the same. Then after that, if you check for this, right, if you check for this, then these two are having the same, like these two balls are there, because if you see, this is the ith ball, right, and let's say this is the next ball. So these two balls, this ball and this ball, are having the same, these two balls are having the same color and the size, that is radius. So in that case, I should remove both of them. So how can I work? Because if you see one more thing, let us say that if I remove, okay, assume that I am removing both of them, okay, assume that I remove both of them, then what will happen is, if you see, if they were same and I remove both of them, then I need to, then I can say that these, like these balls and these balls will be same, right? This ball is having the same color and radius, and this ball is also having the same color and radius. So I'll remove all. Please write yes in the chat. Do you agree with me that I like, kind of, you can see that ideally this was the index 3 and this was the index 0 ball, right? And I have to remove these also, right? Ultimately I have to remove everything. Are you clear with that point? So how do I get the last guy, right? How do I like how do I get last in first out kind of situation? That is the scenario. So in this case, if I will just do one thing, right, if I'll just do one thing, give me a second, right? So if you have this particular kind of scenario, then what can you use? You can always use a stack data structure, because if you will see, right, when you are at this ball, okay, suppose that when you were at this ball, okay, suppose that this was your ith ball, then can I say that the last, like you need what, like you needed the last guy that you had seen before this ith ball, you needed to see the last guy, okay. Whenever you want to see the last guy, whenever you want to see the last guy, okay, so last in first out comes into play, right? Last in first out is what? Stack. Please write yes in the chat or stack in the chat. Okay. So you want last in first out. So that is why you can use a stack of pair, okay, of pair, in which you will store the, like you will have a stack. Okay, let me tell you how the stack would look like. You will have a stack, okay, and in that stack you will store as a pair. What you will store is, you will store the color and the radius of the ith ball. That is what is going to happen here, right? So last in first out is the criteria. How? Let's first of all look at that. Okay, so what I will check is, initially I will like see, I'm at this ball, okay, and now can I say that is the stack currently empty? Yes. So if the stack is empty, then I cannot check with the top of the stack, okay. So if the stack is empty, then I will directly insert this particular pair. So I'll insert 1 comma 2, okay, because this is the color of the ball and this is the radius of the ball, okay. So let us say that I have inserted this thing. Then after that I will move to the next ball, okay. So I'll move to this particular ball. Now tell me, is the color of this ball, is the color of this ith ball, is it same as the top of the stack? Like are they having the same color and the radius as the current top of the stack? The ball that is at the top of the stack, is it having the same color and the radius as the ith ball? Please write yes or no in the chat and let me know. And you can hit the like button as well if you have understood till now, right? They are not having the same, they are not having the same this thing. Agree? Yeah, they are not having the same. So if they are not having the same thing, in that case, what I can do is, I can simply push. Please write push. So in that case, I can simply push this pair also, right? So let me push 3 comma 5, sorry, let's push 3 comma 5 here, okay. So yeah, let's push 3 comma 5 here as a pair, right? After that what I will do is, I'll move to the next pair. So I move to the next pair. Now this is the next pair, okay. Now I move to the next pair, okay. So this is the next pair, right? This is the next ball basically, okay. So now when I move to this ball, okay, so tell me, is the color of the ith ball, hi Vanshika Kapoor as well, so is the color of the ith ball same and is the color and the radius of the ith ball same as the top element of the stack? Please write yes, please write yes and same in the chat, okay. You can see that ith ball is this one, okay, ith ball is this one. So the color and the radius of the ith ball is same as the top of the stack, like as the top of the stack. So you will not insert the ith ball into the stack, as well as you will pop out the current top, okay. So that is why what will happen, you are not going to insert this ith ball, okay. So this is not going to get inserted, this particular ball with this radius and color, it is not going to get inserted, okay. And you are going to pop this ball out. So you will pop it out, then what happens, this happens, right? Then after that, indirectly you have popped this out, right? You have popped this out. So you have popped this out. and you're not going to insert the ith ball. Then after this, what happens? You move to the next ball. Okay, so then you move to this ith ball, right? Now tell me, if you move to this ith ball, that is when the last in first out comes into play. You can see that, because I wanted to compare, that is how stack comes into play. Because if you see, I wanted to compare this guy with this guy, right? That is what I want, because ideally what has happened is these two balls have been removed, adjacent same balls have been removed, and I want to check one, like 1 comma 2 with 1 comma 2, right? That is why how I can check it. Because if I see, so is the, tell me guys, tell me, is the ith ball same as the top of the stack? Is the ith ball having the same property as the top of the stack? Please write yes or no in the chat. Please write yes or no. Please tell me, is the ith ball having the same property as the top of the stack? Yes or no? Let quickly let me know. Even I have asked similar question in a mock interview of GFG as well. Yes, the ith ball is the same. So in that case, what we will do is, in that case, if it is same, then I can say that I will not insert the ith ball into the stack, and also I will remove the like top of the stack. So in that case, I will remove this top. Okay, and then my I moves forward, so it obviously moves to the end. And in this case, my stack is empty. Why? Because indirectly all the pairs are cancelled. You can see that basically this pair was removed. Okay, and then this adjacent pair also, then after that 1 comma 2 and 1 comma 2 became adjacent, so I've removed them also. So indirectly no balls are left. Okay, so basically in the end I can return what, the number of balls that are left. So that is nothing but stack dot size. So here I can see that stack dot size is nothing but 0. So I will return, it will return 0 in this case, but basically always I have to return the stack size. Is that clear to everyone? Guys, please write yes in the chat. Is this part clear to everyone? Okay, there is one very similar problem, right? There is one very similar problem, if you would like me to tell that. But first of all, let's code this up and then we can discuss about it. Okay, there is one very similar problem that is there on Geeks for Geeks. If you just search this thing, na, that is asked in Microsoft, restrictive, okay, restrictive Candy Crush. If I just search this thing and then I just search GFG, na, so just give me a second. There's a same problem, restrictive Candy Crush GFG. Okay, so I'm sharing this link also with you in the chat. If you want, you can try that out. It is asked in Microsoft. I think Madhba Joshi must have done it because he was in my batch. So yeah, if you will see here, so restrictive Candy Crush was also a similar problem. Why it was a similar problem? Because if you see in this part, right? If you see in this part, let's say GEEGS. Okay, if you see, they were saying that let's say they ask you that k value is 2, so they want let's say the restrictive in the Candy Crush problem, they want to remove two consecutive characters that are same. If two consecutive characters are same, so they want to remove them. So this will be GEEGS. Okay, then what will happen? You can see that these two e's will be same, right? So they will be removed. Okay, so once they are removed, then what is the updated string? The updated string will be GEES, sorry, double GX, right? Then what will happen? These two adjacent will become the same. So then what will happen? Only S is left. Okay, so that is the final answer, right? Is that clear to everyone? So again, stack is going to be used here. Is that clear? Because again, you want to compare this guy with this guy. So even I have asked this thing in a mock interview also on GFG. So you want to compare this guy with this guy. So how can you do that? Last in first out concept, right? And this problem was asked in Microsoft. So same kind of problems are always repeated. That is what I just want to say. Now, can we write the code? Please write code in the chat. Okay. All of you can write code in the chat if you think that we can further move on with the code part of this problem in C++ language. Okay, so yeah, what we are going to do is for those who are from Java, they will do what? They will declare the pair class also, I think. So what I will do is I will declare a pair of stack in which I'll be storing the color as well as the radius. Okay, so let's name this as st, right? And then what we will do is we'll say that okay, for int I starts from 0. And in that, like in that problem, restrictive Candy Crush problem, you have to do what? You will make a pair of what? You will make a pair of the character along with the frequency. Okay, so that is what you are going to do in restrictive Candy Crush, because the k value can be 2, 3, 4, whatever. So that depends, right? And here you need to just have the color and the radius checked. So I is less than n and capital N, and then I will do an I plus plus. So I will simply iterate, and after this, what I'm going to do is I'll check what I will check. I will check if the stack dot empty, right? If the stack dot empty, let me write it. uh, right? If the stack is empty, right? So in that case, what I will do is I'll simply push the ith pair inside it, because if it is empty, then I have no other option but to push the ith color and the ith radius inside it. So radius of I inside it, right? That is what I would do. And otherwise, if the stack is not empty, if it is not empty, then I will check with the top. Okay. So else if it is not empty, so I'll check with the top. If it happens, right, that the top, what is the first part of the top containing? The first part of the top is containing the color, right? So first part is containing the color, right? So if the first part of the stack of the current top of the stack is equal to the ith color, okay, and the second part of the top, right, that is second part of the top pair, if it is equal to the radius, because second part is going to store the radius, if they are the same, then in that case I will pop the top out and I'll not insert the ith color as well. Okay. Otherwise, what I will do is, otherwise I can simply say that I will push the ith color, sorry, ith ball inside the stack. So what I will do is I'll push color of I, comma, radius of I inside the stack. That is what I will be doing. And in the end, since I have to return the total number of balls that are left, so I will simply return the stack dot size. That will tell me the number of pairs or the number of balls that are finally left. Okay. Is that part clear to everyone? Please write yes in the chat if this point does make a lot of sense for everyone. Okay. So it says that stack dot top dot first is equal to this. What error have I committed here? Mm, did I make, okay, radius of I should write here. Okay. Yeah, radius of I. That was the basic mistake. Now let's check it again. Okay, works fine on the samples. Let's try and submit it as well to see if it gets accepted. If it doesn't, then we'll write it again. But it does get accepted, right? So is this problem clear to everyone? CP course ले लो sir का at the rate वंशिका ma'am. हाँ वो तो है. That can be possible. Currently, I'm not teaching any CP course. Okay. So yeah. So okay. So this is the basic thing, right? So that is how we do this particular problem, and you can see that similar problem, for today's problem, remove the balls. Similar problem is restrictive Candy Crush also, and it has been asked in Microsoft, Amazon, and all. So that is why, like, that also uses that stack approach, last in first out, and this also uses the stack approach. So that is how you can correlate with the things and the problems, right? Okay. So is that clear to everyone, guys? Please write yes in the chat. Okay. And you can give me a +1, right? If you have understood everything. So after the video is over, or even if the video is there, right? So after the live is over, you can comment down understood, right? You can comment down understood, or you can comment on +1 also after the video is over. And make sure to hit the like button so that it can reach as much as possible, right? So make sure to hit the like button, and also do make sure to subscribe this channel, right? SUBSCRIBE, subscribe this channel, GFG Practice. Okay, GFG Practice. Tomorrow Abhinav will be taking the session on a very simple problem, that is POD for today. Okay. So yeah, others can give me a +1 and hit the like button, and then I will end this session. Okay. Also, one more thing I forgot, I will just copy the code also so that I can share the link. Just give me a second. So let me copy the code part from here. Okay. And let's generate a link for it. All right, guys. I hope that all of you have understood this and you will solve that other problem also. So let me generate the link. Thanks a lot, Shreya. Try out that restrictive problem also. That is also a good one. And then this is the link for this particular problem, or you can say the code. Okay, it is C++ code, but I've generated in Java. That is also fine. So yeah, that is the how the code works, and I hope that you all understood this problem. Remove the balls. Try out the restrictive Candy Crush on your own as well, and there are similar other problems also on Stack. So that is it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for joining me for today's session, and I will see you with another problem of the day on Tuesday. So with that being said, thanks a lot, Madhba. Thanks a lot, Shreya. Thanks a lot, Vanshika. Thanks a lot, Mrityunjay. Thanks a lot, Aman. Thanks a lot, everyone who joined. And if you are watching the recording, then also you can comment down understood or +1, and you can hit the like button. Till then, guys, keep coding, keep solving problem of the day. Today's problem of the day is quite easy. It's based on hashing. So please make sure to solve it. Tomorrow Abhinav will be solving it. So make sure to join his session as well. With that being said, thank you and have a nice day and keep coding, guys.